Hello and welcome to another creepy stream. If you're new here, hi, I'm Fearsona. You can call me Sona and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber here to give you full body chills. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Because I am about to ruin it for you, give you nightmares. We're watching another video. We're reacting. God, I can't speak today, as always. But today we are reacting to a different type of video. Well, it is still from Nick Crowley. So one of the channels that I really like to watch and react to. But we are going to be listening to and exploring the internet's most disturbing mysteries and creepiest, darkest corners. And this is part of, I don't know why I said that, why I said it like that. And yes. Okay. So yes, today's stream is also a part of my Patreon hangouts. So monthly hangouts for either Ruby and Diamond tiers or Platinum Ruby and Diamond tiers. And today's is the Platinum Ruby and Diamond tier hangout. Guys, it doesn't mean that my Patreon members are gonna join me. Like, if they have time, it's wonderful. I'm gonna be jumping into the Discord call on my official Discord server. But if you can't join, if you don't have time, that's completely fine. I would love to have you here in a second. But if you cannot make it, that's fine too. I'm gonna be reacting to the video anyway. Hey, Backpack! Hello! Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. I would like to say a special thanks to my moderators. You guys, please behave in the chat. Remember not to send all caps. I think that's one of the rules that's, that is frequently broken. It's just, it's just the rule that I've said. Like, please no all caps in the chat. But yeah, aside from that, just behave. Just try to behave and yeah, don't give mods a hard time so that they can also enjoy today's stream. What else do I have? So this is the second stream of the week. Yeah, we're in the middle of the week. Tomorrow I have a stream on Twitch. I know, it's been forever. I think my Twitch, can I even log into my Twitch anymore? I don't know. Oh yeah, and also my 3D debut and new design debut coming coming on July 5th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. But yeah, you guys can save the date. Minecraft stream. Yes, it is. So tomorrow there's gonna be a Minecraft stream, and that one I'll be streaming on Twitch if I can log in, because I think my Twitch account has like cobwebs all over it. I'm pretty sure like internet spiders just built a new civilization in my Twitch account. It should be okay. Like, I think it should be okay. I'll just try to log in today and set things up. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Minecraft. Dorothy, hello. Hi, Sona. Hi, everyone. Omega level mutant. Jesus, Omega level? Incredible. This is better than X-Men. You're Omega Man. But I love your username. Thank you so much for being here. The spiders have claimed the Twitch account. Yes, I think the digital spiders, internet spiders, have claimed my my Twitch account. It's been a while. Like, I haven't been streaming there at all because I just, I've decided to focus more on my YouTube channel and just do my streams here, since YouTube has pretty good, like, now that they've developed the streaming platform, because previously it was like, oh, you couldn't really stream on YouTube, right? Like, it was just videos. But now you can actually stream, you can upload shorts, so it's all in one. So I kind of like just moved away from my Twitch account, but I think I'm gonna be streaming more games there. or things that are like, I'm gonna be streaming the creepy things here, and maybe some horror games on Twitch instead of here. Sona versus spiders. Digi spiders. It's like Digimon, but Digi spider that took over my Twitch account. I was just playing Spyro 2 Reignited and happened to open YouTube. If not for that, I would have missed the stream. Dorothy, I mean, I'm super happy that you're here, that you just happen to see that I'm streaming. Yes, this is another stream. We're gonna be streaming every day till the end of the week, pretty much, right? Because like, well, not on YouTube, but tomorrow it's the like Twitch stream, and then I have a stream on Patreon. So technically not here, but I'm gonna be streaming on Patreon another true crime case, and this week it is the internet's first serial killer. So that's the case for Patreon, and then I'm gonna be back on YouTube with another case here. And what else? Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, just I mean, debut, debut, save the date, July 5th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And also please remember that I'm currently running a giveaway, a gaming screen giveaway with VastGG. The link is in the description of this video if you would like to join the giveaway, and yeah, get a chance to win the gaming monitor. What else do we have? I think I have I think that's it. I don't know if I have anything else to announce. Probably not. I hate missing the streams, but I currently work when Sona streams, at least until August. Aw, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, like it, but understandable. Schedules change, right? IRL is can be unpredictable. It's fine. I hope you can. Yeah, like I'm super happy if you can whenever you can join, but yeah, don't feel like pressured that you have to, especially if you have other engagements, right? Like other things to take care of. What monitor? Yeah, like there's I am running a giveaway currently with, as I said, with VastGG gaming monitor. You can check it out. You can check it out in the description. There's a link, and then there's gonna be, like you should be able to see the information about the screen. They should give people paid leave to watch Sona. Yes, I approve. I approve. This should be constitutional in the Constitution. They should just put it there. Be like, this is a, legal, everyone's legal right. You have to have a day off to watch Sona, Fearsona stream. Or at least that, those 2 hours out of the day, or 2 or 3 hours, whenever I stream. Sometimes I stream an hour, right? Like if it's a case, it's usually like an hour and a half, an hour. But if it's reaction stuff, it's probably like 2 hours, maybe longer. And if it's gaming, yeah, it can be longer, but I'm going to fight this law to pass. Yes, petition to put it into the law. It should be a law. It should be a law. Yeah, it should be. Sona stream break. Hey, it's like lunch break, but Sona stream break. Second break, I don't know, second I don't know, is it second lunch after the first lunch? Because it's kind of like 6 p.m. It's evening for you guys, so maybe dinner break. You just get off work early whenever there's a stream. If you're currently at work, if that's your part of your shift, then yeah, you should be able to leave work early to tune into the stream. Only Sona. Hey. What? You were wondering who was talking for a second? It's me. It's only me. I'm the only one here. What's for dinner? True crime. Time to crime. Oh yeah, this should be the title of the law. The name of the bill. Time to crime bill. The Fearsona bill. Okay. That's it. That's pretty much it. Sleep break. Oh wait, what is sleep again? Katsuya. Oh my god. I forgot. I always forget that you are in a different time zone and it's just super early for you. Isn't it like 4-ish a.m.? Jesus. What about leaving work early? Yeah, Shai, like if this is a bill, the time to crime bill, then everyone gets to leave early if I'm streaming on that day so that you guys can tune into the stream or at least like get a break from work. Yeah, okay, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Let me, actually, I completely forgot to set up my Discord thing. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna join the call. I think Bacon is there. You guys won't hear him for a moment. Hi, Bacon. Hello. Wait, let me join the. Oh, this should. I think everyone can hear you. Wait, can you say something? Hello. Yeah.
I guess I can. I don't know. Oh,
Nice.
DMJ too.
DMJ is here. Hi.
Oh, he's muted. So.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Hi.
Hello.
I am still alive.
Yeah, still alive. That's great. It's so good to see you here. It's great that you could join.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
guys,
you.
great to see you both here. So are you ready? Like, I did send the link to the video. I might as well, you know what? I can stream it. I think I can stream it on Discord. But I have IDK Bacon and DMJ here with me in the Discord call. Yeah, you guys. Hey, Bacon and DMJ, everyone in the chat is saying hello to you. Let me see if I can.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone in chat.
Let me see if I can actually like share the screen. Oh, can you guys see it? You can see it, right? You should be able to see it. Yeah, nice.
It's
Okay.
loading.
Nice.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So we're gonna be watching the one of the videos by Nick Crowley, and it's the internet's darkest corners. I guess number 5. So it's like Chanel, but it's a video. It's not Chanel number 5. It's Internet Mysteries number 5. Okay, yeah, let's and I'm gonna, you know, like as usual when I watch the video and I react to it, I usually just pause at certain points and we can just talk about, right, like we can react to the mystery, we can talk about it. Maybe you guys know some of it. I haven't watched this video. This is gonna be my first time watching the video, but maybe you guys know some of those mysteries already. So yeah, maybe you know more about it than me. Also,
Perhaps.
yeah, perhaps. Also, Shai, thank you so much for the super quick question. Could a vampire policeman enter your house with a warrant? Oh, wait.
Good
I
point.
don't think so.
Right, like that's not how it works. Like, yeah. Well, I mean, isn't it? Because yeah,
Some
technically,
vampires need permission.
yeah. Well, they do need permission, but what if they have a
Supposedly.
warrant? Does that?
I don't
over-
think it's legal. I think it's more
Eh?
mythical or magical.
Does that
something.
does that
I don't know
override?
who
It's a
they
ma-
need permission from, because like say you've got guests over at your house, like human guests,
I
and they're
don't-
like,
Yeah.
oh, come on in, like it's like an Airbnb or some
Yeah.
shit. Like, then would they be allowed in? I think they would be allowed in that instance. So why not a judge saying, yeah, go to this person's house, find evidence?
Yeah.
This
Wait.
is a very good question.
Good question.
Yeah. What a head scratcher.
Shy getting the gears
No, like
turning.
totally, because like, does a warrant overwrite the you know, supernatural laws? Like what? Which
I
one is
feel
stronger?
like supernatural laws override the court system.
Yeah, I think maybe like the supernatural law.
I don't think governments have any power over supernatural stuff. Or at least that's what I think.
No, you might be onto something. No, I think you're right. I think the supernatural law would be still like, you know.
Yeah, it would be the supreme law.
Yeah. Although, like Fabian says, a warrant is literally a come on in ticket. So come in. I don't know. Okay, but it might be, you know, the supernatural law might be stronger here because it might mean like, hey, you literally, the owner of the house literally has to say the words coming in. It's not that, oh, you're gonna, yeah. You're not gonna like just whip out a paper and then, yeah, like the owner has to like literally say the words. That's the thing, I think.
Vampire goblin parent can't do right.
Yeah, no, yeah, like you're right. Well, I mean, good question. Shy, why? First of all, Shy, why? Why did you ask that? Such a random question. Okay. Okay, we can. I think we can.
Shy we're talking about.
I mean, I guess
that's why.
That is true. There's that. Yeah, that is true. Okay, you guys, are you ready? Let's go.
Yes.
Let's do this.
What if I said no?
No, too late. Too late. We're doing this.
Yes, you can't leave. You can't leave the voice call. And talk too.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's 3:16 p.m. on April 10th, 2018. A 911 operator receives a call from 16-year-old Kyle Plush, who had just experienced a freak accident. In the minutes prior to this call, Kyle had just arrived at the Seven Hill School in Cincinnati, Ohio for a tennis match. He had been driving a 2004 Honda Odyssey, a minivan that featured 3 rows of seating, with his gear for—
Wait, he was—
to make it more scary.
Wait, hold up. He was driving or he was— because he looks like a kid.
He's 16. 16-year-olds are allowed to drive in the United
16.
States.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, I wonder if—
I think that's what they said.
Yeah,
or did they say
child.
I think in Poland.
Oh wait,
like,
I just noticed Oh, sorry. I just noticed you got YouTube Premium now. You finally remembered.
Yeah, I did get YouTube Premium.
You did better than me.
What the heck? I did get YouTube Premium. Don't be too happy. I got the trial first, you know.
Oh.
See if it's—
Well, I mean, hey, it's a
I
start.
still don't blame you. I would just do trial and skip. Then just leave so it's over.
No, because like Bacon has been and my mods, like, right, everyone has been pestering me about like, oh, get YouTube Premium because you get ads even with the ad blocker. Because, you know, like YouTube has been kind of like ramping up the way they kind of handle, right, like ad blockers. So it affects the performance of the video, how you play it, and then it's still the ad is still gonna pop on the screen, but like it's just gonna be shorter. Yeah.
I just use Premium for YouTube Music because I listen to music all the time at work and camping.
Yeah, so that's gonna be annoying if you listen to music and then there are ads.
Yeah, it's only that for that. It's like I don't care if I get ads on videos.
I guess.
That?
Same. I mean, I kind of watch way too much YouTube, so it's kind of necessary. You know, being able to turn like I either listen to something, you know, like podcasty or, you know, music in the car driving. Being able to turn off my phone screen for that is pretty nice. So, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, because like without YouTube Premium, you can't, right? Like you can't really turn up the screen of your phone.
Yeah.
Like it has to.
That is one thing I do enjoy.
Yeah.
And you can download music.
Or that, or Spotify. I guess Spotify. Okay. So the 16-year-old kid Kyle was driving a gold van, I guess. We'll see where this is going.
For the day's match being stored in the very back. In order to retrieve it, Kyle climbed to the back of the vehicle and reached over the third row seating, extending his body as far as it could go in order to grab his equipment.
Wait, I've heard of this one.
Oh, you did?
The seat's folding mechanism was engaged, causing it to collapse into its storage position, taking Kyle with it.
No!
In an instant, he was pinned and completely unable to move as he was now trapped in the car upside down, not even being able to move his arms and hands enough to grab his cell phone.
Christ.
Though luckily, his phone had Siri, which he would call out to call the police.
Oh my god, so it's gonna be a 911 call. Oh no.
The
Oh
one
my.
time Siri was actually useful.
Jesus. Yeah, Siri is, yeah. One time
I,
it's useful. Oh
I
god.
hate it. I always turned on. I hate
Oh
Hey
it.
yeah.
Siri,
No.
I'm evil.
Yeah, same with like Google. You know, if I say, oh god, I don't want to say it because my phone is gonna react, but yeah, if I say the words right, like to activate Google, it's gonna activate. Okay.
I'm just like, shut up.
Yeah,
I'm not talking to
but apparently in this case it came in handy. So let's listen to the
Yes,
911
My
call.
family used to have one of these vans, and I was kind of worried about that sometimes whenever I would do that.
Don't.
Ours was a silver 2004 though, but
Jesus. Okay,
yeah.
well, new. Thank God I don't drive, but new fear unlocked.
New fear unlocked.
New
Yep.
fear unlocked.
Again.
I will not
Congratulations.
just open the trunk. But okay, let's see what Kyle said in the 911 call.
Hello? 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 Where are you? Hello? Where are you?
Oh my God.
I can't hear you.
While on the phone, Kyle couldn't hear anything given how far away he was from the device, but he stated as clearly as he could that he was in dire need of help.
No.
Due to the position he was stuck in, he was already struggling to breathe, and he knew he was likely not going to survive much longer, which he made very clear to the operator.
I'm in desperate need of help. Hello? I'm gonna die here.
Less than 1 minute later, the call would cut out.
No.
In the recording, Kyle clearly portrayed to the operator where he was, that he couldn't hear her, and that his life was in danger, which prompted her to immediately send a patrol car over to the school in search of him. Though, inexplicably, she never told the officers that Kyle believed he was going to die.
Oh no. No. Oh my God. Did they not make it in time because they were just kind of not rushing? Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you know this case. I've never.
A little bit. It's
little
been a
bit.
while since
I
I've heard of it, but
for a bit I put Nick
Mhm.
Crowley on the background while he just did stuff.
Oh
And this is like one of the things.
no, it's okay. Yeah.
It,
Oh God.
it,
Okay. Let's continue.
Not understanding how dire the situation was, the officers that pulled up to the scene didn't even bother to stop the car. Instead, they simply drove throughout the parking lot, unsure of what car was Kyle's. They didn't even bother to turn down their music or crack a window.
Oh my God, they are playing music. Holy shit.
Seemingly being more interested in the types of cars that other students were driving.
These kids drive better cars than you do.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
As officers continued their half-hearted search, another phone call would be made to 911. It was Kyle, whose tone was now drastically different.
I probably don't have much time left to tell my mom that I love her if I got
Oh
her.
my God.
This is not a joke.
After Kyle says his goodbyes, he tries one more time to relay what was happening, this time providing the parking lot he was in, along with the exact make
Oh
and
my
model of
God,
his car.
no.
This is not a joke. I'm trapped inside my old Honda Odyssey van in the Southwood parking lot of Seven Hills Theft. Send officers immediately. I'm
Oh,
almost dead.
Jesus
At this
Christ.
point-
Oh my God. Dude, and no one was passing by. I guess no one could see him in the back. Like no one was passing by because it was like a parking lot of the school, but I thought
the rear window is tinted on those vehicles,
Oh.
and there's also like a space in, like, it's not like the whole back end is so he was kind of underneath
Jesus.
where the window still,
Oh.
like at the bottom of the window, plus the whole, the window is black, so it's hard to see into it. Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, that sucks. And yeah, like if no one was really passing, even like passing by the car close enough to maybe hear him. Oh my god. He must have been like parked. The car must have been parked somewhere like in the corner or somewhere, I don't know, like just an unassuming place in the parking lot, or just, I don't know. Oh my god. I don't okay, let's continue.
Officers were still in the parking lot looking for him. Help was literally just a few feet away.
Oh my
and
God.
On top of this, the operator was also able to get a ping from Kyle's phone, which gave coordinates to his exact location within just 5 to 10 feet of his vehicle. And yet,
come on.
the dispatcher never passed this information along.
Oh my god.
As Kyle remained on the line fighting for his life, the officers on the scene would pull out of the parking lots, close their
Idiots.
report,
Yeah.
and carry on with their day, stating, "I don't see nobody," which I didn't imagine I would.
What?
With this line making it apparent that those involved with the case never actually believed this situation was real, and instead viewed it all as a hoax.
Oh my god.
Just minutes later, Kyle would go quiet, and the phone would disconnect for a final time.
Oh god, no.
It would take 6 hours for that trunk to be opened, and not by the police, but instead by Kyle's father, who had no idea that any of this had taken place, seeking out
Jesus
his son's
Christ.
vehicle only to find Kyle flipped upside down in the trunk. He had
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, this is just the first case? Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't expect the video to start off with something like this. I'm already like, what the fuck? I never knew about this case. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm scared of the rest of this video. Okay. Okay, I picked a good one, but damn.
had
Okay.
been dead for hours.
Damn indeed.
Despite the circumstances, Kyle did everything right. He remained calm,
Yeah,
he was
he did.
respectful, and he described exactly where he was and what his car looked like. And
Stupid
yet, the police
dispatcher.
never really bothered to take his case seriously, instead believing that this was all just a prank. And had the dispatcher simply relayed how serious the situation was, and had these officers just gotten out of their car to look more thoroughly, Kyle Plush most likely would have survived.
Also, Venom Snake, thank you so much. Kept you waiting, huh? Thank you so much for the super. Jesus Christ, this dispatcher. Why didn't she... I don't get it. Like, why didn't she... Because she also thought that this was a prank? Oh my god, my house phone is like calling because I have a landline too. Fuck. It's okay. I'm not gonna pick it up. It's fine. They can call. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
If it's important, they'll leave a message.
I'm deaf.
Leave a message. I hope you guys can't hear it, but it's there. Yeah. Thanks.
I think I heard a little bit
Fuck.
of it.
I can't, but I'm deaf.
I think it's honestly, I think it's the phone company, because they usually, for some fucking reason, they call me whenever the phone bill is like in. Why?
Your
Like, it's
phone
just-
company calls you? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I did tell them like, hey, you don't have to call me. Like just don't send me the bill. I'm gonna pay it. I pay it on time. I don't get it.
Is
And
that
they
like-
just like, yeah. Or
Is that like a Taiwan thing or?
No, I don't think so. It's
Maybe.
just, or maybe I don't even know. But no. Like it's just that every time, because I have certain kind of period of time to pay the phone bill every month, right? Like it's like, oh, within whatever number of days from like when it's sent to me. And the moment it gets closer to, I think today is the deadline to like, to pay, or tomorrow maybe. So the moment it gets closer to the deadline, they start calling. I'm like, yo, I know I have the I have the bill. I always pay on time. I don't get it. Why are you calling me every time? But I guess it's like just they have a policy and they just call me to
They want
remind
to
me.
make sure you actually pay.
I don't know.
Just,
I know
don't
we
know.
have a
Double
landline,
check
and
it.
they don't call us, so.
Yeah, I
phone
don't get it. I
company.
don't get it. I really don't get it. They just like call every single time. Like, oh, if it gets to like the right, like the day when the bill is due. And I'm like, yo, but I still have a day or something. Like I pay on time. Like I'm never late. So, oh God.
I
They're
guess
like,
it's
Or are you never late
super
because they call
policy.
you and you remember?
oh.
Hey,
No, but
there's
Hmm.
the reminder, the alarm.
yeah, but there was never a reason to begin with. Like I was never late. That's the thing. Like, oh, okay, maybe like once. I think was it a phone bill? I don't even
Then
remember. Was it a
listen.
phone bill? But maybe once I was late or something, and never since then. Who knows? And oh yeah, you guys are asking. Yeah, I do live in Taiwan. Yes, I do. I came here to say
Polish Taiwan veteran.
MGS lines, but what's going on? Venom, thank you. No, it's just my landline was like calling. I don't know, or maybe it's the president. They're just
The
calling
president of
me.
Taiwan is
Yeah,
calling
the
you.
president of Taiwan is
They want-
calling me to hand me
They,
the
they want
keys.
to be, yeah, they want to become best friends with you.
Yeah. Or yeah, hand me the price of being, oh, look at that, Polish VTuber in
The-
Taiwan. Hey.
Greatest Taiwanese VTuber ever.
Yeah. Perhaps. Okay, let's get back to the video. I'm so scared. Okay. Oh, there's still a couple of, okay, there's still a little bit of the first case, so Kyle's case. Let's see how it ended.
As a result of the mishandling of Kyle's case, his parents, Jill and Ron, were awarded a $6 million settlement with the
Yeah,
city
as
of
they should.
Cincinnati. Though
'Cause
even
holy
more
shit.
importantly for the couple, they vowed to do their part to
Wrong.
assure that mishandled 911 calls of this nature never happen again, as they've gone on to consult with various emergency call centers to tell Kyle's story, somehow taking
Jesus
this horrible
Christ.
accident and selflessly turning it into something positive for the rest of society. Today, these phone calls remain
Yeah.
relics of a grave era.
It still does not, even though they got $6 million, it still does not bring back their son. It's still not enough, not nearly enough. Like, he's gone because of their like failed response. Jesus Christ, 6 million, holy cow. But I miss Kyle. I miss Kyle, man. Yeah, well, I mean, like they lost a child, so that I don't think any amount of money is gonna make up for that. Okay. God,
made
okay.
by law enforcement, and a life that never should have been lost, with these recordings now being forever immortalized in the internet's darkest corners.
This piece clearly shows
Okay.
the metamorphosis possible using
And
computer
Crowley
graphics. We're going to play
presents.
a game.
We got the intro now.
Yeah.
It's hide and seek.
Hey,
It took
intro.
forever.
But this video was like from 8 months ago, so I guess they have he has an intro.
And devastated.
It took forever.
It did, yeah.
It took a entire story.
Okay. Hide and seek.
It's April 4th, 2020. A man living in Baltimore, Maryland goes live on his Facebook page announcing that tonight would be another one of his famous game nights. At this time, the COVID lockdown was in place all across the United
Baltimore.
States, and
Oh, this is
practically
recent.
everyone was cooped up indoors, with little opportunity for real socialization. But for 24-year-old Ernest Wilson and his friends, this didn't stop them from having a good time. Ernest often hosted parties featuring childhood games like Monopoly and Uno, adding in his adult flair by turning them into drinking games, with one game in particular being top of mind that night.
Okay.
Okay.
Hide and
Playing
seek.
Hide and seek.
The evening began with Ernest inviting his
Wait, so
Facebook
he said,
friends.
wait. So he said, we playing hide and seek at game night tonight. Okay.
Before you
Some
replay
bunkhouse
it,
Yeah.
hide and
hold on.
seek.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
What?
Anyone who knows that old meme, shout out to you.
What the heck? What? Wait, is this in Baltimore? Like the
Yeah, they
that
said
was Baltimore, or was it?
from Baltimore. Yeah.
Why do
So
you
this
hate
is gonna
Baltimore?
be drunk hide and seek.
It's a meme. It's a
Oh,
funny
it's
joke.
oh.
Memes.
Yeah.
Wait, the hate on Baltimore. What the heck? I get like I think there's like a lot of
gets it. Yeah, challenge fisting.
I guess there's a lot of memes that hate on like New Jersey, and a lot of memes hate on Newark for some reason,
Oh, and Cleveland.
and
As
Cleveland.
someone
Yeah,
who used to live in Cleveland, yeah, I know those memes.
why? Like, is Cleveland like that bad? Or
Yes.
oh shit.
Like in the line, it's
kidding.
like in the video, it's like, "Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die."
Oh.
Yeah, don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll
Oh,
die.
Jesus Christ. But
Yeah.
ironically, like Cleveland isn't, it's not like statistically, I guess, like, oh, it's not the most dangerous city in the United States. I think it's like
You're right,
Gary,
but
Indiana.
still, don't slow down in East Cleveland
Yeah.
or you'll die.
I mean, it's, it's not the best. I hear it's not the best, but yeah, I know. I mean, I know about Cleveland. I know about, Detroit. Also, certain parts of Detroit, but certain parts of Detroit were nice. Like, I didn't go to sketchy parts. I only went to, not aside from the the weed shop, because that was like fucking sketchy part of Detroit. I was like, where did
That's
you, my friend,
sketchy,
because
yeah.
my friend took us there. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did you take us? Do you want me to get murdered? Yeah,
Chai, do I have some news for you?
Yeah.
Sona's already been to Chicago.
I've been to Chicago, yes. I've been to Chicago. I've been to... Chicago was actually nice, but I did stick to, the nice kind of parts. I guess, like, just the center. Like, the central city. So, yeah, I didn't like, stray into the sketchy parts of Chicago.
I mean, is there any nice, quote-unquote, parts of Chicago? I mean, this is the city that we're talking about that, like, has some, like real-time like crime statistics. Like how many people have been shot and killed, shot and wounded, shot in the butt, shot in the junk to date. Anyone curious? It's called HeyJackass.com.
I mean, Chicago had,
Yeah.
Chicago definitely has an opinion of being not the safest and not the most peaceful.
True.
Alberto was asking me, didn't you get the gummy bears from Chicago? I did get one, the first time was in Detroit. So first we got some gummies in Detroit, and then we got some gummies in Chicago. So yes, but I was, like in Chicago, I was staying in the, like, literally, because I was with my family and we were there for a wedding, and the wedding was happening at the city library, which was pretty awesome. Like, that was pretty insane. But yeah, like my friend's wedding was at the city library, which is like this nice, like, historical building. And that is in the Magnificent Mile area. So it's like, it's the central area. And we also stayed at a hotel, in that area. So yeah, it was pretty fancy. Did you
go on a boat?
Did I go on a boat? Wait, I did go on a boat on the river, just to kind of...
Oh no.
Yeah, not on the lake.
Because,
not the Lake
apparently,
Michigan, but... Yeah.
Apparently, there was one time a boat on a river in Chicago got sewage dumped on them from what was it?
Jesus, what?
It wasn't the Allman Brothers. It was another band.
Jesus Christ, why?
Fuck. I don't know. I guess the driver wanted to dump the sewage, and they thought, oh hey, this bridge will be perfect. And unfortunately, there was a boat passing right underneath of it.
No. We,
I mean,
we stayed in the... I don't think they would do that, because we stayed,
time.
Yeah. What's up? Wait, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh yeah, Dave Matthews Band.
Oh.
Yeah. One of their tour buses.
Yeah, no, like the tour boat was kind of staying in the like the central area, so I don't know if that's that would happen there. And yeah, then I stayed at a fancy hotel that was also haunted. It's what was the name of that hotel? Oh Jesus fuck, I forgot. I am having what was the name of the hotel? Wait, hold up. I'm gonna check it. I have to check it. Chicago.
I forgot it too.
Haunted. The hotel that invented brownies. Hotel. They literally invented brownies.
Oh hell, the Brownie Hotel.
Not the Congress. Palmer House. Palmer House. Yeah, I was staying at Palmer House. A Hilton hotel, but we had a special rate because like my friend who was having a wedding there, like they got a special rate for like the wedding party for the hotel. So normally this hotel is pretty pricey. So luckily we had like a cheaper rate. But yeah, apparently brownie was like invented by them or something. I don't even know. Or a special brownie, like this one type of brownie or whatever. It was pretty good. I can confirm it was a pretty good brownie. Did you see a ghost there, Sona? No.
No.
No. But there were a lot of weird empty spaces. Like I think I showed you guys a video where I just basically like I walked around the hotel and there were like a lot of creepy corridors and like a lot of mirrors and a lot of like just empty rooms. I guess it's like event rooms because they have events there, but yeah, it was pretty weird. Did you lose your mind there? For a while. Yeah, for a little bit because I ate the gummies at the hotel and then I was kind of freaking out. I think I did a stream. Didn't I do a stream while high?
Yeah, you did. But it was super short.
Yeah, it was short because I couldn't really like. I think it was like a half an hour stream or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, because I could not speak, and then also not to mention like there was a, like what was it like one person, like either my friend was there with me in the hotel room, or a family. I don't remember who it was, like from my group, but
I think you said it was a family member.
Oh yeah, so I see, like I was so high. I was high as a kite and I couldn't remember who it was.
So maybe you did see a ghost and you were just too high to remember.
Maybe,
That
but
would be amazing.
yeah, no, like I don't remember what I said. Like they were there. I just remember that they were there because I asked them to be there so that I don't say something, weird, like so that they can like jump at me and just, like yeet my computer out the window or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure you don't accidentally dox yourself.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, hey, my name is real name.
Good times, yeah, good times. No,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay. Good
That
times.
just reminding me of the time I stayed at a haunted hotel.
Oh, you stay where? Wait.
We were there, when we were in Arizona. We did a haunted
Yeah.
like walkthrough of like of a haunted.
There's a couple
I
of
forgot
them in
what it was.
Arizona,
It
I
was
think.
haunted something. We walked to a church
Oh.
next to a graveyard
Oh,
and
Jesus
stuff like
Christ. Oh, I think you told me about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the hotel room we stayed. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think it was the fan.
Oh,
Or it
Jesus.
was either the fan or light, and it was like, and it flickered. I think I don't remember. It's been a while.
I mean,
But
yeah, like, well, I remember that you said that the hotel was, I think you told us about it, and I remember vaguely that you were saying that, oh, it was next to a cemetery, and like, oh, and there were some creepy things that happened. Damn.
That just reminded me of that.
There's a couple of those in the United States, right? Like there's a couple of haunted locations in the US. More than a couple.
Thank you, Arizona.
More than a couple.
More than a
There's
couple.
a
for
lot of haunted places.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the country is the haunted.
I think the whole country. Yeah, like every state has
Yeah.
a lot of places.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Let's continue with the next case.
Hide and seek. The evening began with Ernest inviting his Facebook friends to the function, letting them know that this time the game night would be held at an Airbnb rather than in his home, though he never gave out the address,
Cabin
as
in
this
the
was
woods?
a closed invitation event, which he made very clear on his page.
Maybe.
Please don't show up with nobody I didn't personally invite if we didn't discuss it first. They're going to get left outside. Ernest took this so seriously that at one point he even called out one of his viewers, stating outright that they were not allowed to show up under any circumstances.
You're not invited. You're not pulling up on me. The person who just joined. If you're still watching, you're not invited. Because you don't fucking listen, and I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
Oh my god.
However,
okay.
it was never revealed.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. The rules were stated pretty clearly. Like you don't have to be.
Airbnb. I think I might have heard this one too before.
Oh shit! You know so well.
You heard
so
of all of them.
I think so. If this goes down how I think it goes down, it would have been a pretty good true crime case.
Don't even know. Like I don't even have kind of like guess. I'm not even gonna guess because don't know where this is going. I mean, one thing I can say, like, yeah, it's not great when, like the rules were definitely stated, like he did state the rules clearly. So it's not great that someone tried to join anyway. But at the same time, like, you don't have to be an asshole about it. Like, just, like I would have probably said like, hey, I'm so sorry, but the rules were up there, so you can't join and I'm gonna kick you out of the group.
If
Who exactly
this is
this
the
person?
case I was thinking of, I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
Okay. Oh, okay. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
scared. I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Was, or why Ernest expressed such hostility towards them. From there, Ernest would start and stop his live stream a few different times, showing the progression of the party, which ended up with a decent turnout.
Oh, the moves.
And by 2 a.m., with there being no signs of slowing down, it was time for the main event.
Okay. At 2 a.m. they were waiting till 2? I mean, I guess they were waiting till everyone is like drunk and having a good time and just, but 2? So, hey, am I too old? Because like I feel like at 2 a.m. I would be like already passed out. I'd be like, okay, you guys get the fuck out because I have to go to sleep. It's way past my bedtime.
Getting drunk and playing hide and seek at an Airbnb at 2 in the morning does sound kind of nice.
I mean, it sounds cool, but at the same time, it's like way past my bedtime. I think I'm getting old for this. Like at 9, 10 p.m. I'll be like, okay, I don't want to socialize. Like, come on now. I wanna chill.
I think I would pass out.
Yeah, passed out just completely. Right. Well, maybe not at 10, but like I would say midnight-ish. I'll be like, yeah, no, that's it. That's my limit. I remember in my 20s, people would, like I would go, oh God. Yeah, that's in my late teens and early 20s, I would just be like, yeah, let's go to the club. Oh, the party starts at 10, so early. And then if someone asks me now, like, hey, we have this party, or like, oh, let's go to this club party. What time does it start? 10 p.m. I'm like, what? So late. Why does it start at 10? Or like, why does it start at 11? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. This is like 3 hours past my going out time.
That's when I would be laying in bed.
Yeah, already in bed, already comfy, already like, yeah. 10 p.m. Are people out of their minds? No, not going anywhere. But then I'm not going anywhere past like 8. I'm old.
Oh,
I'm old and tired.
In 2 weeks, I'm going to.
89 is not old.
8.
8. I mean, the ripe age of 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. 89. the 89 and a half, because I just turned 89 and a half. Jose, thank you. Party Sona sounds so crazy. I mean, Party Sona had her moments. Yeah, Party Sona did drink a lot. But ever since I turned into the ripe age of 89, I've seen the light. I've seen the mistake of my ways, and I'm trying to recover my liver. That's why I don't drink anymore. My liver is regenerating. We need to draw that.
You need a healing factor. That's what you need.
Yeah, just I need
You're
to
like
chill out.
Wolverine.
Maybe, I mean, it's not like I don't go to parties anymore, but I go to parties that start and end at a reasonable hour. And, and I don't have to drink. God, but I do have to say, it's kind of annoying dealing with drunk friends. Now that I'm that friend who doesn't drink, it's so fucking annoying.
It's yours to manage everyone.
Yeah, I'm no, like literally I'm, in a friend group, I'm essentially the sober person, and then I have to make sure that people get on an Uber, right, or get a taxi home or get home. I was
about to say designated driver.
Yeah, no, I don't drive, but I do make sure that people get into a legitimate taxi or legitimate Uber and they get home. But it is fucking annoying. It's so fucking
Fair
annoying.
play. There are cases of, people getting into cars that they thought were Ubers.
Yeah,
and,
but they're not. Yeah.
They weren't.
Yeah, no.
And the consequences of such actions were quite grim.
Ketsuya says, welcome to my world, Sona. Oh, the sober person. Yeah, sober person in the group. Yeah, but I did hear those, like I know of some horror stories where people someone would be tipsy and they would get into a car and it wasn't thinking it's their Uber or Lyft or whatever, and it's not. And then, it just ended badly. But I'm the sober friend, and it's not, I mean, it's fun, but it's not so fun when all your friends are like pissed drunk and poking you. I'm not kidding. Poking you. Last time.
Poking you.
I swear to God, last time, some of my friends, like we were just in a group, right? Like we were actually celebrating, like the opening of my other friends, like cafe/bar, and we're there. They got fucking drunk, and they started poking me in the side. I got bruises. Like, just poking me with their fingers. Just being fucking annoying. Yeah, being annoying because they were drunk. And they started just like poke from each side. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, can you guys stop? And then pinching.
Do you bruise easy?
Swear,
or
yeah,
like...
I bruise easy. Yeah, I bruise easily.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, those have got to be some really hard pokes.
But they were, okay, but those were like pretty hard pokes. Because they were fucking drunk, so they don't, they were drunk out of their minds. So they didn't really like... control their
but I mean, like I just thought like it was like normal bruise tendency, like that's gotta be a really hard poke. But if you bruise easier, it's still gonna be hard, like a really hard poke, but
no,
not as hard as
easy,
I was thinking.
Jesus Christ. And I was just like, can you guys stop? And they started like pinching me. I'm like, dude, are you guys fine? What's going on right now?
That's why.
It was so annoying. And then you try to. Yeah, and then you try to tell them, and then you're trying to reason. Like, that's the worst part, when you're trying to reason with them. There's no reasoning with them. There is no such thing. So yeah, there was. Alberto says, did they also flick their fingers? Oh, flick their fingers. Yeah, they did. It was like poking, pinching, like flicking fingers, like doing shit with their hands, and I'm like, dude, stop. Oh god. And then trying to get them into the taxi or Uber was like one of those like body cam footages, body cam videos that I saw. Like, they would just like be kicking, or they would just, well, maybe not kicking, but like, they would just be just potato sack on the ground, and I'm like, oh my god, like I could never.
And then you actually get them to the car, and then you have to have someone go around the back and then pull them through.
Yeah, no, seriously, no, for sure, because they were like, oh, the legs hanging out, and they were just like, nope, I'm not sitting up. I'm just gonna be a noodle in the back seat. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh God. And then, you know, I would be in the taxi with one of my friends, like just getting them, because we live close, right? Like we live close to each other. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna stop by their house first. I'm gonna drop them off and then I'll go home. But then in the taxi, they would start getting sick. And I'm like, oh God, taxi drivers here really hate it if you puke in their taxi. So I'm like, fucking Jesus, are you okay? And they were just like, just grunting without like incoherently grunting. And I don't have a plastic bag on me. I don't have tissues. I have nothing. And I'm like, you're gonna puke on yourself, and I'm gonna be the person who has to collect it with my hands. Which happened before, by the way.
What?
It absolutely happened before.
Excuse me, Masen, you've had to, you know, you've had to
Yep, absolutely. I did on at least one occasion. I remember one time distinctly, like one friend literally puked all over themselves. I did not have a bag. I did not have anything. I had to like scoop it up with my hands and just hold it up until we get out of the taxi so that it doesn't drip.
After that, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm carrying a bag with me from now on.
I have not learned my lesson. I have to learn my lesson and actually carry a bag. But yeah, I had to scoop it up with my hands and had to get them home and also help them change out of the clothes because they were like covered in puke, right? Like they puked all over their shirt. So I had to change them out of the shirt and I had to wash that shirt. And then I had to get home. Like, still, I had to get home. I was like, holy shit. Did you get covered from pukes? No, just my hands. Just my hands. But this is how you know I'm a true friend. Because I'm like, I held your puke. I held what was in your stomach a while ago. So, you know, I'm one of your besties. Like, you have to buy me Starbucks for like a week or two. Because that was disgusting.
I would buy Starbucks for you.
Absolutely. That was disgusting. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do this for you, but you owe me a big time.
The next I would just be like, okay, well, what do you want? I will buy you anything.
Yep. No, like, because, you know, I didn't, you're very good friends on a, hey, I mean, I had very little choice in that situation because I was just like, hey, we can't, you know, I don't want you to puke all over the taxi because we're going to have problems. And I had nothing but my hands. So I'm like, okay, we're scooping now. Oh God. I took one for the team. I definitely took one for the team, and it was you know, just not to put myself on a pedestal, but holy shit, I did a good job with that one.
Yeah.
Just kept them safe, got them home, cleaned them up, and I, you know, battled my trauma afterwards. Okay, sorry about this. This is you know, a little story time.
It's fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I think I have a good time. I can't stop.
Yeah, you know, I did my share of being a friend. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Being
let's
a friend
see where
is
this
important.
Is going. Being a friend is important. Yes. Generational trauma, Jesus. Okay, let's get back to the video. Let's see where this hide and seek game is gonna go. Okay.
About to play hide and seek. This was the caption for Ernest's final live stream of the night, which shows his group of friends preparing to play the game, turning off all the lights in the house before Ernest himself steps outside, assuming the role of the seeker, beginning his countdown as the camera keeps rolling.
Where is this going?
1, 2,
No
3,
place good.
4,
Yeah, I don't.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9,
10,
10,
11,
11,
12,
12,
13. I can hear y'all. 14, 15. I can see y'all. 16, 26, 27, 28,
Okay,
29,
yeah, this
30,
is
'cause
the
I'm
one I
tired
was
fucking
thinking
counting.
of.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Ready or not, here I
It
come.
is.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
After a long 30 seconds, it was time to find his friends, with Ernest starting his search inside the home.
Ain't nobody in the bathroom. I didn't think about it. Fuck. Oh, alright. His ass.
Until he notices something.
Oh, what?
Next time they on y'all ass. Down here. The front door locked. Dumbass. I'm on your ass.
Uh-oh.
According to Ernest, someone was trying to get in through the front door, unaware that he had just locked it. And assuming that this was one of the people he was looking for, he took off to the backyard, believing that's where he would find them. And sure enough, he did.
1.
Wait, it's not one of his friends? Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
I think it's the person
It's
I
not.
told he's not invited.
Oh.
2, 3.
It's
Who the-
definitely
Wait,
not a friend.
Get your dumb ass on the other side of this gate. Who the fuck?
Uh-oh. So it's not. Oh my god.
Ernest flips the camera around, revealing a man hopping over a gate to the backyard. He had no idea who this person was, but he seemed to assume that they were likely just trying to get into the party, not really taking it too seriously, hence his joking attitude. Though his attitude would soon shift drastically.
Uh-oh.
Dumbass nigga. This can't be one of my friends. Fuck on the ground.
Oh my god.
Hey, Pod! Flash it up!
In this moment, Ernest's live stream cuts off, and he would never go live again. According to those at the party, this unknown man hopped the fence and brandished a gun, stating that he was there to rob the place, being followed by one other person whom the group also failed to recognize. Ernest tried his best to run, but was eventually caught in the house, where after a few minutes, and for reasons unknown, the man seen hopping the fence fired his weapon, striking
What?
Ernest twice
Hi.
and ending his life. The killers quickly fled the scene.
Jesus Christ. What the heck?
Yup.
What the heck? Oh, so it is.
That
like,
was
you knew
it.
this case.
Yup.
Oh my god. So it's just. Yeah, but they knew so many people were in that house. Why did they decide to rob the house that
They
they
probably
know?
didn't.
Oh, maybe
They
yeah.
probably didn't. It probably wasn't someone watching the live stream.
Oh, because I
It
was
was
like,
probably
maybe?
some assholes, you know,
Oh.
because it's Baltimore. It's a big city. They
Oh.
probably were like, oh, hey, all the lights are out. No one's home.
Oh, yeah, like no one's. Oh,
They're playing hide and seek, so of course it's gonna look like no one's home.
fuck. Yeah,
Well,
because I thought like maybe
unfortunately,
someone
there were
was
people
watching the
home.
live stream and they just decided to, you know.
Yeah, no,
Crash the
it's.
party.
I think it's a home invasion gone wrong. I
Damn,
mean,
so
it's
unlucky.
entirely possible it was someone who was watching the live stream and they weren't happy with the dude, but I think it's more likely they tried robbing the place and well, they
Jesus.
they didn't get to do that, but they killed someone in the process.
Jesus.
Unfortunately.
Without harming anyone else, or seemingly without even taking anything. The footage is highly disturbing, knowing that we're witnessing the final moments of a man who was just having some fun with his friends. But what makes this so much darker is that we have no idea who this person is, or why they did what they did. Even after 4.5 years, Ernest Wilson's killers have yet to be identified.
Oh my god, so it's an oh, this is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, which is why it surprised me that you didn't actually hear of
Yeah,
this
I didn't know
before.
this. I mean, you know, it's still we are missing. I think there's like a lot of things that are missing. Oh, although Nick might be talking about the details here, so we're gonna hear this. But Jesus Christ.
Detectives working on the case have theorized that this was likely a robbery gone wrong, potentially spurred on by Ernest's posting habits, as to put it bluntly, he was a drug dealer, as on his Facebook page he often showed off huge amounts of his product, including during a live stream he did on the very day of this party. And also on the same day, Ernest had made a post about how much cash he had on him, essentially putting a target on his back. Online, some have theorized that this botched robbery may have been committed by the person that entered Ernest's livestream earlier that night, which caused him to have that intense reaction.
You're not invited. You're not pulling up on me because you don't fucking listen, and I'm gonna bang you in your mouth next time.
Though to my knowledge, this person has never actually been tracked down. But by far the most common sentiment online was that Ernest's friends were involved to some capacity, as none of them were injured and none of their possessions were taken, making it clear that at the very least, this crime was targeted at the host. And on top of this, remember, Ernest never shared the address for that Airbnb, at least not publicly. And yet, these people just so happened to show up to the home at the exact moments that Ernest was by himself in the dark. And perhaps—
Yo! I think it's the friends. What the heck? Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's
how...
the friends. Like, I don't think your friends would do that. Though
No, I mean,
it probably was someone watching the live stream at the very
it's,
least.
you know, it was a pretty big group. I'm gonna risk saying that not all of them are his like good friends. Maybe someone, you know, just like there are.
I mean, true, there is no honor amongst thieves, so.
Yeah,
fair
like
play.
that's a pretty interesting theory because, like, yeah, like the robbers came in right at the time when he was alone in the dark. Like, how would they know? Or yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like live stream, but as you said, like, oh, they came in because the house was dark, right? Like they're like, oh, no one is home because it's
pretty much
it's dark. Damn. Okay. So there's that. A friend of a friend. Yeah, right? Like, oh, a friend of a friend. I don't know. Like maybe. But then he didn't allow anyone to bring anyone. He was just like, oh, only people that are specifically invited. But then again, if it's a big group of it's
not to say that a friend couldn't have brought a friend along and then the friends of the friend just
or even, you know, like, or even some of the people in the group, like he's like, oh, quote unquote friends with them, but really it's like, oh, more acquaintances, or, you know, like it's not good friendship. Or even if it is, you know, friends kill friends too.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, oh, resentment or something that, you know, was never discussed, or no.
Or lots of money worth of drugs and money and other
there's
things.
There's that he was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. All right, let's see where
perhaps
this
most chillingly,
goes.
as the robbery is unfolding, you can hear one of Ernest's friends chuckling in the background.
This can't be one of my friends. Up on the ground.
Oh.
Though as concerning as this.
I didn't notice that the girl actually was chuckling.
A traitor among the group.
Yeah, no, yeah, maybe. I
Devil's
actually
advocate.
like that theory.
Maybe she also didn't. It sounded like a chick. Maybe she didn't know who that person was either, and you know, she thought, oh hey, we're having a gaffe at the host of the party.
Or she just she's reacting to kind of or she's reacting to his comments, like, oh, he was like, oh, it can't be one of my friends. Right, and then
exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
No one knows who each other are.
But I also sniff conspiracy. I don't know. Like I sniff a traitor in the group. Damn. Yeah, because it's so strange, right? None of them got harmed. Just him. That's kind of bizarre. None of their friends, like friends, got harmed. Hey.
There's an imposter among us.
There's an imposter among us. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Okay.
It's sadly far from conclusive, and to this day, it appears that Ernest's case is slowly being lost to time, leaving us for now with only questions. And one of the more disturbing live streams I've ever seen.
All right, we're gonna skip this and then go to the next one. Yeah.
As evidenced by the previous case and several others discussed throughout the series, live streams are often a hotbed for disturbing moments online. And when researching Ernest's final stream, I came across yet another example of just how dark things can get when the cameras go live.
Naika Venant.
It happened on January 22nd, 2017, when a 14-year-old girl named Naika Venant went on Facebook Live with a caption,
I don't want to live no more. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Shit.
That's never good.
I think we're gonna... Oh no, okay. Okay.
In the stream, Naika discussed how difficult life had been. Throughout the years, she had been placed in and out of countless foster homes, where her treatment ranged from poor to straight up abusive, with this constant mistreatment leading her to just want it to be over already. And based on the title of the stream, it was clear what her intentions were going to be. As the livestream progressed, hundreds of people flooded into the video to see what exactly was going on, as word quickly spread that something horrible was about to happen, though you wouldn't know it by looking at the chat. According to many watching, those in the comments had no sympathy for the girl, as many actually mocked her, calling her names, and even commented laughing emojis as she desperately tried to open up, with those same commenters viewing this not as a cry for help, but as a cry for attention, outright pushing her to carry on with these intentions.
Oh my
and
god.
tragically,
People are just...
she did, all while the camera remained rolling. However, even after she followed through with this, the behavior of her chats didn't stop. Whether they assumed it was fake or just didn't care either way.
I mean, I know that not all communities are like that, but if you kind of attract...
Yeah.
If you're just unlucky to attract the bad kind of community, bad users, right? Like, it's just bad viewers. Because there are those, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are toxic users online or toxic communities. Like, luckily not every single one of them, right? Like, it's not like that, but man, if you really have bad luck, then yeah, you're gonna get some bad people, or just not very nice people in comments or chat. Okay. And it's a long case, so it's a long one.
The hateful barrage of insults actually got even more vile once she had obviously passed away. And this went past just words, as people who knew her actually began making parody videos of the girl, replicating the position she was dead in, all while her livestream continued running. It would take over an hour before police would finally be called and retrieve her body, with the stream being shut down by Facebook shortly before. It was an awful situation all around, but what I found most saddening about this was...
Her friends made meme videos? Are you kidding me? Like, parodies?
I don't think these were friends.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't, but...
Like, I mean,
You're
honestly,
tyrant, bro.
I've been in some pretty dark places similar to her. Like, don't go online for help for that. Like, don't... People you don't know, they're not gonna be right for that. Talk to a friend, talk to, a parent, talk to, someone face to face with you that you know is,
Talk to someone with a face.
Yeah.
Just
No,
like
I
there's
get kind of
very
venting,
dark people on the
right? Like
internet.
venting online, because I also do that, like on my streams sometimes if I'm having a bad day, but not with serious stuff. If something serious is happening, you want to talk to someone you trust, someone close to you, or a professional. Or a helpline. Yeah. There are those like free helplines that when you really need someone, but you don't have anyone, because there are people like that, right? Like, not everyone has someone to talk to. But damn. Yeah, this is not a place. Livestream is not a place to vent serious stuff, like very, very serious issues that you might be having. Well, I hope you guys are okay. I hope none of you guys ever have to do this. Okay. Jesus.
No.
Was her final reason for doing what she did, as she stated simply that she just wanted to be with her real mother, who she loved so dearly. And this was something that seemed to be the plan all along, as her mother, Gina Alexis, claimed that she too desperately wanted to be reunited with her daughter. And following her daughter's highly publicized death, Gina actually came forward at a news conference to discuss the tragedy.
Her biological mother broke down while speaking about her daughter's death, she dreamed of one day being reunited permanently.
I have trusted Florida foster care people to care for my baby.
Where she blamed the entire foster care system for everything that had happened, believing that they didn't do a good enough job of keeping her daughter safe, and they failed to try and reunite her with Naika. Because of the obvious emotion involved and the overall shocking nature of this case, the news report would quickly go viral, leading to widespread support for the grieving mother. However, this also caused some people to look a bit deeper into what exactly led up to this livestream, for which one piece of information was brought to light that somehow made this case even more upsetting. On the day that Naika's life came to an end, it was revealed that her mother was actually in the stream watching before and after it happened, seeing her own daughter having this mental breakdown, as well as
What the fuck? She was there?
I mean, I was wondering, like, as soon as the biological mother got brought up, I was wondering, like, wait, why was she in foster care in the first place?
Yeah, same
and then
question.
all of a sudden, oh hey, she was in the fucking live stream. Like, that's your child. Why would you like?
Like, I know.
I mean,
okay,
I don't know about anyone else, but me personally, like, I'd be in my car, like breaking all the laws,
just to get
trying
to
to
her.
get to my child on the phone with 911, trying to, get them to go to where she's at to have them stop this shit, because something is very wrong, and don't want none of that shit.
Yeah, the moment I heard that she still has a biological parent and she's in the foster care, I was like, right, like that was my first thought too. Like, why are you, what happened for you to be in the foster care? But I do understand that there are different reasons. It doesn't have to be like, oh, something bad happening between the child and the biological parent for the child to be taken away, right? Like it doesn't have to be that. It can be like, oh, financial situation. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like, oh, bad relationship between the child and the parent, but yeah, like that. Well, I mean, in this situation, I am right. Like we're asking that question where I think we're all thinking about like, okay, what was the reason? Why did she end up in foster care then? Why wasn't she with you?
Yeah, because I mean, the fact that you didn't do shit to stop this, and you were watching the live stream, that kind of tells me there was probably a decent reason why she was in foster care.
But let's give her, Gina, the benefit of the doubt. Let's see, because maybe there's more. There's still more about this case. So let's see why. Maybe Nick will tell us like why she was in that live stream. There's an explanation.
Seeing all those people in the chat mocking her, which made people feel even more sorry for Gina, as her plight was unimaginable. Though this wasn't the only revelation to come forward, as it was soon realized by the investigators looking into Naika's case that Gina had not only witnessed all of these people laughing at her daughter and egging her into ending her life, but she had also joined them as well.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh my god! The heck?
Hashtag ADHD games played, you sad little DCF custody. That's why you are where you're at. For this dumb shit and more, you keep crying wolf. You dead, you will get buried, life goes on. After that doesn't listen to their parents, trying to be wrong, seeking boys and girls' attention instead of her books.
Jesus
in
Christ.
A live stream where one of the last things Naika ever said was that she
under the
desperately
jail
wanted to be.
Yeah, like what? Those were comments from her mom. What the heck? Okay.
That's not a mother. That's a demon.
Monster.
That's just
exactly.
You're right.
That's just vile. That's just vile.
Be
Okay.
reunited with her mother. That same mother was not only watching, but actively pushing her to follow through on her plans, leaving this comment where she outright says that it doesn't matter if you live or die, life goes on. And it got even worse.
Oh
the
my
media
God.
also discovered that the reason Naika had been removed from her custody to begin with was because Gina had beaten her 30 plus times with a belt when she was only 6 years old.
But of course.
Just 5 months later, Naika, now 6, was beaten so badly with a belt that she had 30 marks on her arms, legs, and back. The cause of the beating, according to DCF, was that Naika was discovered engaging in a sexual with a sexual act with a male babysitter. Okay, but she was 6. She was 6. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna risk to say, hey, the male babysitter was perhaps the predator here. The fuck?
What a horrible day to understand English.
Naika was said to be the aggressor.
Yeah. I don't know English today.
What is going on? Naika, a 6-year-old was said to be the aggressor? Like, how does that make sense? In a sexual act?
How is a 6-year-old aggressor? Holy fuck.
What is going on? Okay, okay.
On top of this, Gina often texted Naika saying that she wanted nothing to do with her, despite the young girl frequently reaching out and begging to be part of her life. Eventually, Gina would tell Naika's caseworker that the girl is y'all's problem, I'm done with the games, before sending Naika middle finger emojis when all she did was ask to see her brother. And this is all amongst other things that are far more horrendous that
Okay. That incident led to Naika's first entry into foster care, and over the course of her life, 2 intakes would follow. It would be determined that Naika was sexually abused when she told a therapist that she used to sleep in the same room as her mother's lovers and that she'd been watching sex movies with her mom. Oh my god.
Okay, is it just me or is everyone in agreement? The mother has a really punchable face.
She does.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
I want to punch her face like that.
Some equal rights, equal left shit.
Like,
yeah,
suddenly she looks very punchable when this information came. At first I was just like, oh,
Pretty much,
you know,
yeah.
Honestly, before we got this information, I was, immediately I felt the same as a lot of people online, like, oh my god, poor mother, like she just wanted to be reunited with her child. Yeah, like there's the question why she got into foster care to begin with, but you know, again, like I was just like, oh, benefit of the doubt, there can be many reasons. No. Oh no. No. Nope. It's bad. It's as bad as I thought.
It can never be that nice.
Oh god. Jesus Christ, okay.
I really don't want to get into. And yet, after Naika's death, Gina had the audacity to go on television in an attempt to garner sympathy for a death that she clearly contributed to, saying that all—
This is like some Chris Watts situation. Well, I mean, maybe not Chris Watts, because he was like, he's a monster. I mean, same thing, but he like literally killed his family, but goddamn. Okay.
she wanted was to be the girl's mother, despite rejecting her at every turn.
Now that it's on the news.
And honestly, this is where I thought this entire story would come to an end, until I noticed something strange when I was editing this video.
Uh-oh.
Naika's Facebook page is still active.
What?
It's no longer posting anything original, but instead, the account is consistently reposting content from another page, a page run by Gina. After Naika's death, Gina seemingly seized control of the young girl's Facebook account, where she now posts her own content, which includes her attempting to defend the fact that she gave up on Naika.
Tell me what mother would accept a...
Wait. I wanna see the post again. Knew I wasn't the only one. Whenever someone tells me I've been doing good, I always end up in trouble again. Who wanna come get me? Hashtag Miami Gardens only. Let's see. Shit brazy, I done got arrested. Phone got broke. LMAO. I will be back, dumb whatever. Okay. A like for whatever this is. What? Okay. Is there more? Let me see. Okay, let's see.
Going on 14-year-old. In and out of detention.
Home detention. A bitch. I can't do nothing for Bristmas. What is Bristmas? Can't be my life.
No idea if that's its own thing or what.
My guess is British Christmas.
I don't. What? Yeah. I sorry. I don't know this, but yeah. I'm pretty, but Loco. Okay. Okay.
Centers, going to jail or getting arrested while in foster care.
As well as her responding to those who blamed her for her daughter's death.
Jesus.
People be like, you heard the rumors going around about you? And I did. But I forgot to tell you one thing.
Wait, so is this is the mom, right? This is the mother.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Okay.
Yeah.
normal.
That I don't give a fuck. Huh? What's my name? My first name is very much. My last name is unbothered.
And even some posts where she's promoting her podcast. As it seems that after all this, Gina's actually trying to carve out some sort of career as an influencer, as she posts videos garnering sympathy for the loss of her daughter, along with giving out parenting advice.
Like,
What?
there's so much.
Dude.
What?
How?
No.
No. Yeah.
Asking
Fuck
her
no.
for parenting advice is like asking an alcoholic for advice getting sober.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. How the audacity.
What the hell?
The absolute audacity. Okay.
Stuff that parents need to do for their child that they're not motherfucking doing. They're not paying attention because they're taking the easy way out.
With all this making it even more
interesting.
obvious that Gina has little to no remorse for what she did.
Why? Okay. Masha.
On the 11th of June, 2009, a young man named Eugene Lata took to an urban exploration forum and wrote, in broken English, "Hello, I'd like to tell you about Odessa catacombs. Odessa is not far from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Under Odessa consists the biggest catacombs in the world. Their total length is more than 2,500 kilometers, so these catacombs are much bigger than the Paris catacombs. During World War II, a lot of citizens were hiding in the catacombs. A lot of them used to live there for a year and more, so even today it is possible to find weapons, equipment, and even dead bodies.
Jeez.
Every year, a lot of explorers get lost and even die there." His post was accompanied by a series of photographs from the underground labyrinth, which
Weapons and
stretched over
equipment
50.
sounds fun.
Yeah,
Dead
I guess
bodies
like,
does
yeah,
not
that's,
sound
yeah,
fun.
dead bodies not so fun. I mean,
No.
for sure, interesting place. You know, you can definitely see some interesting things there, aside from the dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Can
super
I
curious. I would
explore
love
that?
to go to the, you know, Paris catacombs, or yeah, like, you know, for sure.
I
Super
probably
interesting.
wouldn't because it's only dead bodies there.
I guess.
I
But I mean,
still
if
would
I
like
had a
to
chance of
explore
taking
that.
home some World War II goods, like, maybe.
Yeah, no, wouldn't say no, but at the same time, it's like, but I wish I didn't have to like go down there and see the bodies too. Okay, let's see what
Oh
this is going.
shit! Wait a minute,
Wait,
Darren
is it-
Root just made a good point. She mentioned a brother.
Hold up a moment. She mentioned a. Oh yeah, that she did mention a brother. So.
What happened to the brother?
Yeah. What?
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay. Wait. Let me see.
I completely forgot about the brother.
Naika Venant. Let's see what happened to the brother. Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's how she did it? Oh my God. Okay. Girl,
Wait, what? I was reading chat.
No, this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Not
Yikes.
great. I wanna know. Okay. Yeah, and it was on Facebook Live, so she was oh my God. And it was live for a while. Where's brother? The brother. Wait, let's see, brother. Nope, no mention of the brother.
They all forgot about the brother.
Yeah, there's nothing. Doesn't seem to be anything. Stream.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything about the brother. I wonder, you know, like I wonder what happened to him. But
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't think because Darren is asking, did she kill him too? I don't think so. Like, there's no mention of that anywhere. So
No.
maybe he's not even with her. Maybe he's also in like foster care. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope he's having a better experience than his sister, at the very least.
I did put, wait, let me see, Naika Venant. Yeah, I did put brother. So there's nothing. I literally, I'm looking for like Naika Venant brother, but nothing. Yeah, nothing about her brother, so unfortunately.
1,800 miles, its paths winding aimlessly deep below the surface of the Earth. The structure was mainly the result of limestone mining many years ago, though despite this, it was never properly mapped and was, conversely, not often explored, essentially being a pitch-black maze to nowhere. Given that the area wasn't well known back in 2009, the post was met with amazement.
Okay, so the post says, hello, I'd like to tell you about Odessa catacombs. Odessa is not far from the capital of Ukraine, Kiev. Under Odessa consists the biggest catacombs in the world. Their total length is more than 2,500 kilometers. So these catacombs are much bigger than Paris catacombs. In fact, Odessa catacombs are much more younger than catacombs in Paris. Stone that was mined there was used for the construction of the city from 1794 till 1980s. Nowadays, these mines are absolutely abandoned. During the World War II, a lot of citizens were hiding in catacombs. A lot of them used to live there for a year or more. So even today, it is possible to find weapons, equipment, and even dead bodies. Every year, a lot of explorers lost and even die here, or get lost and even die here. Unfortunately, our government tried to close all the entrances to catacombs, but you know, it's impossible. Okay, so this is from 2009. Absolutely amazing spot, Eugene.
Explorers applauded the location
For my
and
Americans
photographs that
in
Locke
chat,
had taken,
2,500 kilometers is
and since he
1,500
was a native
miles.
of the area,
Oh yeah, 1,500 miles.
Lata delivered.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Thanks to all. If you want, I can add more photos. As I said earlier, a lot of people get lost and even die under Odessa. Maybe this photo will shock you.
Oh god, it's a... thank god it's... Yeah,
it's the dead body of a 19-year-old girl who had gotten lost in the maze. Though it's censored here, the image shows 3 young boys staring blankly at the camera as they stand behind a badly decomposed body. Understandably, this image caused a lot of intrigue on the forum as other users began to press for more information. And sure enough, it was a story that Lata knew well.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody!
Oh my god, this is like 20 years ago. I suddenly feel my age.
2005 was not 20 years ago.
Yeah, it
no
was.
way.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was only like 10 years ago.
No. I wish, but it was 20. We're feeling the age. Oh god. I can't believe that this was 20 years ago. Poor old Sona, I am aging. Oh well.
2005.
It was New Year's Eve, the final day of 2004, when a group of teenagers made their way down into the catacombs to begin their celebration. This wasn't super uncommon at the time, as many of the entrances to this labyrinth were very easily accessible. This one in particular just so happened to be located directly next to the public school, School 56, and had just been left wide open, making it the perfect place for friends to sneak a few drinks. As the group began to grow more intoxicated, one of the girls wandered off in search of a place to relieve herself. However, she apparently took one too many turns and soon found herself completely alone. She cried out, but the tunnels were just too complicated. Each step she took led her more and more into obscurity.
Jesus.
Her friends tried to find her, or maybe they didn't, we really don't know. But in their drunken state, they left the tunnels without their friend, and never went back to find her. If she did have a flashlight, it wouldn't have lasted long, and for days she likely wandered deliriously through that pitch-black maze. Until, after what was likely at least 3 awful days, she passed away, with her body being found approximately 3 miles away from the nearest exit. And looking at one of the only attempted maps of this tunnel system, she never stood.
Oh god. Yeah, you never stood a chance. Look at this.
It's a fucking labyrinth.
There's
the Minotaur lives in there.
Jesus, and she was probably like middle of the maze, so like there's no way, like
yeah.
Oh god.
There,
Without a flashlight?
No
You don't even know where you're
That's
going.
amazing.
You
That is
need.
pretty amazing.
Sorry, I had to provide some comic relief.
Amazing.
That,
Pun intended.
they
Yes.
need a god level luck to find the way out of that thing.
Yeah, like there's no way. Like how? Without a flashlight? God, okay. So
The
she...
chance.
You'd need some really
Perhaps
good
it was
sense of
dehydration
direction.
or hypothermia that killed her. But
Yeah.
according to some, based on the photo, the corpse appears to have its skull caved in, implying that in a desperate attempt to end her anguish, she may have bashed her head against the wall
Oh
until
my
she passed
God.
away. Her name was Masha, and she was only 19 years old.
What?
Jesus.
3 long months later, in April of 2005, Lata and his group would stumble across the body, immediately reporting their findings to the police. Though law enforcement refused to even try and venture down there in order to retrieve her, as they knew just how dangerous and unmapped this environment was. It would take 2 long years for her body to be recovered, thanks to a friend of Lata writing a strongly worded letter to the government that included a photo of Masha's body. The story is unimaginable. To be trapped in a place like this with no means of escaping, it has to be the absolute worst way to go. And because of the gruesome nature of the story and the photograph, it spread all throughout the online world, where it became a legendary internet mystery, as even with the added context, many were still left with pressing questions. Were Masha's friends involved in some way with her death? Had they abandoned her there on purpose? And did Lata know more than he claimed? But as it turns out, there was one far more pressing question that needed to be answered. In 2015, a full decade after this photo was taken...
Now this is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That was only like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was only last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. 2020. Coronavirus was 5 years ago. COVID.
No, that was only like 5 months ago.
No, pretty sure this was, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it
It's
was
crazy.
years
It's
ago.
crazy that this was
It's
5 years
like-
ago. Isn't it? Like that.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, like
I'm
it's
too young.
crazy. It's crazy that it was like 5 years ago already, the pandemic. I think, yeah, like I still feel like, oh, it was just, it was just last year. We just got out of it last year, or, yeah, we're like, oh, last year was, that's when it started and that's when it ended. No, it was 5 years ago. No, it's crazy.
I feel old.
I feel old. I feel my age.
I'm young and I feel old.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
A journalist named Mike Pearl had picked up the case with the hopes of writing a Halloween article for Vice, and in his research he made a rather unusual discovery, as according to him, Masha seemingly didn't exist.
What?
Pearl was never able to find any verifiable proof that a girl named Masha had ever gone missing in that area. He was also not able to find any death records of anyone by that name either, or even any reports of a body being pulled from the catacombs during this time frame. Something just wasn't adding up, and it got stranger from here. Sometime after the photograph began making its rounds, one of the most prominent explorers of the Odessa catacombs put out a statement on his own website in regards to Masha, which read, "Besides the original photographer, there isn't one person, civilian or law enforcement, that can confirm the story. We believe it is just a practical joke and the corpse is fake."
Oh.
Following this revelation, Pearl was able to track down Lata, who was...
That's kind of crazy. That's crazy.
I hope so.
I mean, if I do hope that in that case, like, oh, it never happened, and this girl never got lost in there, because it's a horrible way to go. But yeah, I hope.
Yeah.
Like, horrible prank, but at the same time, like, okay, well, at least a person didn't die, and it was just a fake body. But let's see where this goes. Yeah, let's see where this goes. Let's see where it goes.
Where the body was roughly seen, or even how to get in touch with the other people shown in this photo, none of whom had ever come forward to back his testimony, which makes the credibility of Lata and his story of Masha incredibly shaky at best. However, this is where the crux of the mystery stands today. When looking at these photos, one thing is apparent to me and essentially everyone else who has seen them. The corpse shown seems very real. and matches the decay of the bodies found in similar environments, with that one prominent Odessa explorer eventually deleting his statement at some point over the years, leaving the general consensus that this is in fact a real corpse. But if the story of Masha isn't true, then who is this?
Yeah, maybe it's a corpse that they found, but they don't actually know who it is. And yeah, it was just right, like, oh, he just made up the story about like, oh, the corpse being retrieved. Like that never happened.
Yeah.
So it is a real body. It's just like one of those bodies that are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, we have no idea. It's entirely a mystery. But the reality of the situation is that bodies being found down in these catacombs isn't totally uncommon. Over the years, many explorers have gotten lost down there and suffered the exact same fate as the story of Masha. But on top of this, these tunnels have also been used by murderers as a dumping ground for their victims.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, 2011.
I
a
think we
male
know where the
murder
body
victim.
came from now.
Oh, in the catacombs after he had been dead for 3 to 6 months, but being murdered and having your body dumped in the catacombs is a vacation compared to what is rumored to have happened to Masha. The teens are said. Okay, so this one is like, but that's Vice.
Well,
so Vice is like Vice.
I think you
Ooh,
might have
Vice.
found a new case.
I think I might have found a new case. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so the catacombs. Okay.
Victims' bodies,
Let's see.
with either one of these scenarios being possible in this case. Though the frustrating part is that we may never actually know who this person was or how they died, as I and many others have doubts that this body was ever actually recovered, just simply due to lack of public information and news reports about it. And instead, the reality is that this corpse is probably still down there somewhere and has simply been lost.
Yeah, like as I was saying, right? Like it's probably one of the people who went down there and got lost and they never got out, or they were murdered down there and just
I feel like that
would explain the
it's
face
one of
being
those
beaten in.
Wait, DMJ, what did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I was disagreeing with you.
Yeah. No, right, like, oh, it probably might have been like either a lost kind of explorer or or unfortunately someone who lost their life there because someone else attacked them, especially since they did mention that the skull was bashed in. So, well, according to the story, like she bashed her head on the wall, but if that's not the case, then someone might have killed her.
It's likely a murder.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we have a potential case to cover. Joshua says, well, fucking great. Something else to worry about. What, catacombs? Jesus. I mean, just don't go down to catacombs. Just don't. Just stay home. It's dangerous outside. Stay calm, stay home. And Tsuna Hanashi says, I have to go now. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. I had a feeling something like this would be mentioned given the size of the Odessa catacombs. Yeah. But thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. But the World War II relics, well, they found bodies. Those are the relics that they found.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the bodies. Okay.
Maybe the relics
sections
were
of the
the friends
catacombs
we
have
made
been known to
along the
flood
way.
and cave in, sealing them off from the outside world forever.
I hate that.
So for now, and potentially the rest of time,
Jesus,
the story of Masha will remain an internet mystery.
Just don't. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't go to.
I would go down
don't
there.
go down there.
I mean, I will.
I guess, like, or I would be doing it with like the old-fashioned way. Tie a red string or red thread at the exit and just keep going, or like go in with like a
or if you don't have string, Hansel and
string.
Gretel method.
Just a string and just it's kind of old-fashioned, but whatever. Well, GPS, I assume that GPS doesn't work there, or, like probably no signal.
Again, just Hansel and Gretel method. Just like
drop
a piece of bread. Yeah.
And train a crow or train a raven to come to you. I don't know. You can train a raven. Ravens are intelligent. You can probably like train them to like, okay, If I go whenever I go down to catacombs, you are following me, and then you have to like lead me out. Who knows?
But would they remember the way?
They would. They're pretty. Dude. Like, have you heard those stories? They are smart. Have you heard those stories where like the bird, the raven or crow or magpie, like they like hate someone, like one person, and they remember their face for years? For years, and they attack them every time they see them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then they also get their friends, so other birds, to also attack them. Man. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. All right.
Never.
Okay.
I wish I had memory like
that. Shout out to Odessa Catacombs. Drop radios in the chat if you pledge that you will never ever go there. Let's never go there. Let's drop some radios in the chat.
I will go there.
Just comment radios in the chat. For the first and only time I'm gonna ask you to comment radios in the chat.
Okay. I'm doing it. 1 minute.
Not fish. Radios. This time radios. This time. For once, radios.
The first revolution.
Yeah, because like for once, you know, the first and last time I'm gonna ask you guys to spam radios in the chat.
Put them first, please.
Okay, let's see the last case. This is gonna be the last one. Faces.
It's September 1985. A hunter trudges through the wooded terrain of Christie Creek, Montana, on the trail of something big. He had been hunting a large black bear and managed to land a single shot, causing the animal to take off, leaving behind a trail of blood. He followed this trail all throughout the remote region before stumbling across a shallow ditch, where he would find a body. Though not the body of the bear he had just shot, and rather, the body of a woman, reduced to bone. The remains were quickly sent off for forensic analysis, though very little could be determined other than the fact that she was a young woman, and that she had been murdered, as they found 2 bullet holes in her skull. With there being essentially no other information to go off of, a special team at the FBI started creating a composite of what this woman may have looked like. This was the result.
I mean,
That looks so creepy.
The postmortem masks are just like fucking creepy. Yeah, like it's one of those like the forensic, right? Like reconstruction. I think, no, they're not much better. I guess they're a little bit better now, but no.
It doesn't look accurate. I prefer the drawing.
Yeah, the sketches are at least like a little bit less creepy, but the masks, like the sculptures, are like fucking
more realistic.
I think I'd prefer the you know, the sketch, not you know.
Sketch.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
This was their first attempt at depicting Miss Jane Doe, who they would later dub Christie Crystal Creek, though it wouldn't be their last. The uncanniness of these depictions is undeniable, and recently I've fallen down this rabbit hole of disturbing police sketches and recreations. As though these can often be very helpful and do lead to legitimately good results, there are often times where they appear almost non-human, with many examples like Christie's being shared online on the FBI's website in order to enlist the public's help in identifying these victims, with one of the more notorious examples coming decades later in 2014. The discovery was made on June 5th of that year, when a group of highway workers were mowing grass in the town of Geneva, Wisconsin, when they noticed a pair of strange-smelling suitcases. Inside them were 2 bodies belonging to 2 women, both in various stages of decomposition, and both appearing to have been strangled to death. One would quickly be identified as 37-year-old Laura Simonson, while the other was in much worse shape, and distinguishing her facial features proved extremely difficult. But this didn't stop them from trying.
Why?
Why does it look even more creepy?
They shouldn't have even tried.
Oh my god! Or
Stop
sketch.
drawing.
Or sketch. Why?
That's
the drawing.
Like you didn't even add like volume to the cheeks. Like, okay, so she was decomposed, which I assume is the reason. Yeah, like which I assume is the reason why she was like so hollow. But then why?
You're not gonna have anyone coming up to, you know,
Look at this.
say, hey, yeah, this was so and so, whenever it's looking like a literal corpse or
Dude,
maybe like an
no one's
alien or
nose is
something.
like
Someone
that
will
thin.
recognize that as a person.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
This is one of the more infamous examples out there.
At that
due to
point,
just
don't
how
even try.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
unnatural it appears, with the face of this woman being turned into a meme and even being used in a video game.
Oh my god.
But to me, there's one example that I've never been able to shake, as the entire story and its recreation gives me such an uneasy feeling. The discovery was made all the way back in April of 1977, when a couple in Alberta, Canada had returned to their often abandoned cabin in order to empty the septic tank, only to find a body floating inside.
Jesus.
The body was in brutal shape and showed signs of extreme torture, as the man had been beaten, mutilated, burned with cigarettes, and even shot multiple times. And due to the condition of the body, it was impossible to identify him, though regardless, a recreation was made, and using a computer model of the man's skull, they slowly pieced him together.
God, no. Oh my... Okay.
That doesn't even
no.
look like it. It's going to look just as bad, isn't it?
Okay, that's not as horrible. You know, it's not as
That
horrible
one's
as
not as bad.
Yeah, not as bad as the other one.
It looks the best so far. It looks
Like,
the best.
the starting,
Yeah.
the like second picture was kind of freaky, but you know,
But
then it got
just,
better. And
yeah, just
you
kind
could
of...
you can kind of see, you know, how the person looked. The last pictures,
Yeah, the other
fuck
pictures,
no.
like, no.
They
Like-
didn't look human. Yeah, the third one.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, I wasn't... Okay, let's continue. I mean, at least, you know what? Yeah, it looks strange,
That
but...
looks like a human.
But at least it looks more human than, right, like the other one. The
Yeah.
other one was, like, horrible.
Yeah, you
That's
could
the
actually
most
like
human.
figure out, you know, facial features, and I think someone could actually, you know, see that and be like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, that was my brother Mike.
Yeah, like, or at
some
least, like,
shit like
okay, it looks
that.
weird, but at least, like, oh, yeah, it's a very strange reconstruction, but not like horrifying like the other one. Okay.
He would later be dubbed Septic Tank Sam.
That's
There's
a horrible
something
name.
so depressing about these composites, as these are real people with real stories and real names that have been reduced to these horrifying
Like,
images.
this is horrible.
Yeah, that one's terrible.
This one's terrible.
Like, at that point, just don't even try. Like, what's the point in putting that out if, you know, like, no one's going to be able to understand it? Like,
and tacky nicknames. But there's another side of these police sketches too, as when dealing with victims it's obviously incredibly sad, but when dealing with suspects, these off-putting identities can be outright horrifying. Over the years there's been numerous unidentified killers who law enforcement were not able to positively identify, forcing them to turn to these same methods of sketching and recreating, with one of the darkest examples being that of the Lake Bodom killer. It was June 5th, 1960. 4 Finnish teenagers were on a camping trip to Lake Bodom, sleeping peacefully in their tent on the lakeshore, when suddenly they were attacked. It happened in an instant, as a man wielding a knife began stabbing through the tent, eventually bludgeoning the group with an unidentified blunt object. That night, 3 of the teens would be killed, while one managed to survive with substantial injuries. When asked about what he had seen that night, the lone survivor claimed that the man who attacked them wore all black and had large red eyes.
What?
Based on his accounts and other potential sightings, a sketch of what this man may have looked like was made, and the results were unusual at best.
Uh-oh.
With this man going on to garner the appropriate nickname of Bug Eyes McLip, due to just how unnatural his facial features appear.
But I can see, I can see it being like a human face, but you know.
Yeah, it's the best. It's definitely the best so far.
Especially his eyes. In fact, there's something unnatural about all of these recreations, which begs the question, did any of them actually work? Well, surprisingly, out of these 4 people, 3 have been identified.
Oh, okay.
Christy Crystal Creek would go on to be identified as Janet Lee Lucas.
Yeah, she looks not... Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. Let's see. Wait.
Christie Crystal Creek.
I could never guess that.
So this is the before.
Would go on to be identified as Janet Lee Lucas, a 23-year-old who would be the last identified victim of serial killer Wayne Nance, with this identification being the result of improved forensic genealogy. The second and most notorious example would go on to be identified as Jenny Gomez.
Oh my god, she looks nothing like the sculpture.
How did you?
Like, yeah, aside from the teeth, because I assumed that the teeth were kind of right, like they were just kind of molded.
I could never guess that.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah,
Stephen Zillich, a man dubbed the Wisconsin Suitcase Murderer.
Wait, I mean,
and this man dubbed the result of improved forensic genealogy.
Let's see that again.
The second and most notorious example would go on to be identified as Jenny Gomez, who had been strangled by Stephen Zillich, a man dubbed the Wisconsin Suitcase Murderer. And despite this recreation appearing to look nothing like Jenny, it was actually the sole reason that she was identified, as one of her family members ended up recognizing these overpronounced cheekbones and matching them to Jenny.
Yeah, but she looks nothing like that, but okay. Well,
okay. Yeah, there was...
I think that one was just a fluke.
Yeah,
and the first one, it was genealogical, so that you throw that one out. Like,
Septic Tank Sam, who was revealed to be Gordon Edwin Sanderson.
Looks not okay. Looks nothing like him.
But looks nothing else like.
I guess like the eyebrows, the nose, okay, but
you can kind of see it with the cheeks, but
I guess yeah. I guess the cheeks, okay. It's not. It's not like.
It also doesn't help that he has facial hair in that picture, but like I guess by the time they got to him, he was decomposed and the hair was probably gone. So
yeah, it just fell out.
Still. Genetic genealogy, as a sample of his sister's DNA was eventually used to prove that this was in fact him, though it's still unknown who killed him or why. Which leaves just this final person, the killer of at least 3 people. He, unfortunately, has never been identified, and this isn't too surprising as the features of this person just seem impossible. He just looks far too strange to be real. Right? Well, even though he hasn't been positively ID'd, it doesn't mean that he hasn't been potentially photographed. Shortly after the teens were murdered, a funeral was held in their remembrance, for which a large crowd of locals were in attendance, with this photo of the crowd being snapped.
Oh, he's totally there. Yo, that's totally him.
Dark sunken eyes too.
Yeah,
like
and
what?
then like the jawline and the mouth. What the fuck? It's crazy.
And standing there in the center of it all was a man whose features looked impossible.
Oh my god. He looks exactly like the fucking sketch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And no one noticed this guy.
Why is this one they haven't found, but the one that looks like doesn't look human they found?
Yeah, they found the ones that did not resemble. Oh my god.
All these people, they probably have been. They've probably seen the sketch and were like, "Oh hey, like that's the person who killed my family member or whoever it was, the relationship to them." And they didn't notice this guy at the funeral and were like, "Hey,
what the
this
heck?
dude looks exactly like scarily accurate to the sketch." Like,
it's kind of crazy that like other people, like it looks creepy because it looks creepy. Okay, this one like fucking looks creepy, but he looks like especially creepy.
Graphed again, and his connection to the case has never been officially confirmed, leaving these murders unsolved to this very day.
Damn. That's it. What do we think? What do you guys think? Damn.
It was interesting, really.
Like I mean, it's crazy. That's the sketch. And then the fucking
I know it's going to be the one that didn't look human would be the one that they can't find, and this one is the one they can find.
Yeah.
I was surprised they could actually find the person that didn't look human.
Exactly. I'm just kind of right, like jumping between the two, and yeah, he looks like the fucking sketch. It's crazy. Wait, where's the sketch? Come on, sketch.
I just don't know, like.
What?
I still don't get how
Is he
anyone
wearing a
thought those
mask?
first two were a good idea. Put
Yeah,
out.
the first two are just like, what the fuck? Or is he wearing a mask? Like, actually, Frosty J said he looks like he's wearing a mask. That's a good point. I think he might be. Like, it's just right. Like, oh, here the sunken eyes and like he's just too strange. Or maybe, I don't know, or maybe he's disfigured somehow, or he has some kind of like rare condition in which like, oh, it makes him look like just more unnatural or strange. Although
look like that one meme, like with the jaw in your face and no nose and giant forehead or whatever.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like, or he just looks like those like exaggerated like Chad, right? Like Chad memes maybe, or something. Yeah, it's so strange. It's super strange, but he looks like the fucking sketch. I cannot believe that. Oh my god. Okay, so that's it for today. These were the cases. I think the last one was the stranger. Although I like the catacombs one. I thought that the catacombs was pretty creepy.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah, that one was very interesting.
Let's go to the catacombs.
Oh no, hell no. No, never. I personally I think, well, the last one, the faces, was like the creepiest, but I did find the catacombs, like Masha's, well, supposedly Masha's death, pretty interesting, pretty creepy as well. Yeah, the Odessa was interesting. It's very interesting that there's a system of this elaborate system of just like a labyrinth of catacombs and underneath the city. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Okay, you guys.
I think the scariest one for me was probably the first one. I mean, even though I knew of it, like, like I said, we used to have a van like that, my family.
Yeah, like the same, right? Like you said like it's the same kind of similar van, or is it the same, the exact same one?
I believe theirs was an 06. Ours was an 04. So I believe that's the same generation. Actually, could you go back and take a look at a picture of it?
Let me see if I can like find it. There should
that was close enough, actually. Yeah, that was the same generation as ours.
Let me see.
Yeah. So that one kind of hits home.
It's Honda.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the same generation as ours, so that kind of hits home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, the first case was just, oh god, it was just heartbreaking because they were so close. And that was the human error, right? Like, oh, the dispatcher did not believe him that Kyle was there trapped and like dying, suffocating, basically.
They didn't, report, hey, gold Honda Odyssey,
And
I mean, maybe they did, but maybe the cops just didn't know what, a Honda Odyssey looked like from the front.
No, also the cops were like, one of the cops said like, oh, I didn't, I imagined we wouldn't find anyone because he already decided that this is a prank.
But I think multiple cops like, went there and checked it out, and no one was like, so
honestly, all of those cases were crazy. Like the first one was heartbreaking. All the other ones, like the hide and seek case,
and the second one was too real. Like that could happen to anyone, really. Like,
you
so
just
are
guys
doing whatever the fuck, and then some asshole decides he wants your shit and breaks in and steals from you,
or
and
even
kills
friends, because
one,
right, like that theory about one of your friends.
Too.
So
yeah,
don't make friends. Don't trust your friends.
Yes,
Your
that's the
fucking friends.
moral of this lesson. Never make friends. That's the
Don't
moral.
trust no one. That's the lesson
Yes.
from the stream. Don't trust no one. Okay? Keep
Yes, that's what we learned today.
your
Okay.
friends close, your enemies closer, and your friends even closer, or maybe not
Even
closer.
closer.
No, maybe
I don't know. Stay strapped, get clapped.
Oh my
That's
god.
mine.
Get all your friends.
DMJ, what about you? Which case do you think was like the scariest out of these?
The second one, but I really found it the catacombs interesting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah, that one was pretty interesting, but also just so sad. So creepy that there might be like so many bodies down there. Okay.
Well, I mean, it is a catacombs.
Yeah, it is catacombs. That's true. That's true.
But
Okay.
so many bodies that were there after.
I mean, so many people probably got lost or during World War II or just, right, like back then.
Yeah.
So many people just lost their lives. And yeah, many of them because they they got lost in the labyrinth and yeah, had zero water, zero food, could never get out. Okay, you guys, thank you so much, Bacon and DMJ. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today and watching the video.
No problem.
Thank you for having us.
I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for finding the time to join the hangout, DMJ. Because it has been a while.
No problem.
Right, it has been a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but thank you so much, both of you. I won't keep you here anymore. Don't worry, you can chill. I'm just gonna wrap up the stream, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can rest now. Thank you so much for staying up so late.
Yay.
It's only
no
join
problem.
No, but still,
It's
pretty
8
late.
for me.
Thank
This
you.
is middle of the day.
But yeah, thank you guys so much and have a good night or day, I guess.
You too.
Bye.
You too.
Fearsona.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Yeah, you guys, thank you so much. Again, special thanks to IDK Bacon and DMJ for joining me in today's hangout. 4 a.m. right now for me. Jesus, Dino, no! I hope you can sleep. Well, I mean, I'm wrapping up the stream, so now you can go to sleep. You can rest. Cheers for the stream, Sona. Glad to finally be up for a stream fully. Shane, thank you so much for sitting through the stream with me and the cases. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that I could do the stream. This was such an interesting video. Super interesting cases. I mean, very creepy, but I might actually cover some of them again in more detail because this was more of a shorter summary, and I think some of them are definitely worth looking at again. So in the meantime, I'll see you guys on Twitch tomorrow. I'll be streaming Minecraft first time in forever. I just joined an all girl VTuber server. And I'm gonna try to play Minecraft, see if I can get back into it and get more into it, and maybe that way I can prepare another community stream for my Patreon members and just make it more fun. We'll see. In the meantime, if you are interested in supporting the channel, I do have bonus streams and bonus content, everything bonus, premium, plus. Over on patreon.com/Fearsona, we have streams, additional cases, right? Like bonus cases. We have events as today's hangouts and more. We have wallpapers and other other goodies that you can get with the membership, so you can check it out. Dorothy, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. Holy shit, I hope it won't be 2 months before I join again. No worries. Hey, no worries. Join if you want to, or join if you can. If you cannot, that's completely okay. You guys, it already helps me a lot if you tune into my streams here on YouTube, which are completely free. So yeah, it already helps me a lot if you like, subscribe, and join to watch the streams. Thank you so much. You do know you can sign up for Twitch. You can sign up for Twitch. Absolutely, there are emotes. I have some additional stuff on Twitch, but I have to dust my Twitch account again. I did try to like log in, and we'll see. There's a lot of cobwebs there, so I have to like dust it and just revive it, just bring it back from the dead. Anyway, thank you so much for today. You guys stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your hexes. Until the next time. Bye. Alberto, thank you so much for the last super. Hey, one more for the radio. No. Okay, that ended. I did ask you guys to post radios, but that was unrelated. It's still Team Fish, Team Tuna. And as for an interesting fact, I do have one. So you guys know that I didn't know about this, but apparently grasshoppers have ears on their bellies. Although never mind. I think I knew this fact. I might have told you guys about this before, or maybe I was reading about it, but apparently they have ears on their bellies. I guess the different species have ears and just, holes in different parts of their bodies. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, thank you so much. Stay safe out there, again. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your hexes. I'll see you guys the next time. Bye!